Hey guys, welcome back to another Transformer review. This one we're doing at a different angle because the figure we're reviewing is actually really friggin' big. It's not a modern one. Hold on, let me just tighten this bloody camera stand. There we go. This is not a modern figure. Now, it was big when it first came out, but since then, you know, we've had a new Metroplex, a new Fortress Maximus, and they just keep getting bigger. They'll be the size of fucking houses soon. But for a long time, this was the biggest Transformer, at least the mould was. It is Transformers Energon UNICRON. Now, most people say he's supposed to go like this. For me, I mean, that looks okay, but I prefer this look myself. Just this way. It's all personal preference which way you have him. Hell, you could have him like that if you wanted to, but everyone knows that's not how it works. This is one of my oldest ones from when I was younger, so I'm missing a lot of parts. As you can see, I'm missing this strut here, the connector piece, because I've still got one, which holds the planet shells together. I am missing all the missiles. As you can see, all the missiles are gone. I'm missing his minicon, and I'm missing a few other panels in robot mode, such as the arm covers for when the fists fold in, and the stomach compartment. I'm missing that. I just have minicon. I'm also missing his big missile that came out of his chest, but I still have the launcher. For purposes of demonstration of certain gimmicks, we are going to be using minicon. In this case, it's clench. Just transform him. Actually, you know what? One quick second. Let me put one of the game themes on, because you can probably hear it in the background. If you didn't know, you faced him in the Transformers Armada PS2 game. And he was a very, very somewhat difficult boss to fight, considering you're flying around the planet. So this is it, as you can see. This is the Energon Barian. There are two other variants that were made, I believe. There might be more than that, but from what I know, there was also the Armada variant, which most people will have. And then there was also the 25th anniversary, I think it was, where it was this mold. I think it was the 2010 version, where it was this mold repurposed, but it had some unique tooling and some unique paint, especially the head was tooled to make it more G1 cartoon accurate, and the head sculpt on that was pretty good, but the body was exactly the same. Now in this mode there is something you can do, because obviously most people complain you don't have a stand. However, if you fold these crotch panels out and do it like that, you can actually prop it up like that, and it will hold, because I've done it many times. Yes, I have bleached my hair again and got it in silver. Okay, so this is a 2003 mold, so it's stood the test of time. I think this is a pretty good figure. I mean, when I was younger, I could not hold it like this to save my life. Obviously now it weighs absolutely nothing. At least in robot mode. In planet mode, it's a bit heavier because obviously all that mass is compacted together. Obviously, you know what I said. It turns into a giant robot. So let's get on with it. Now, unfortunately, I have to do some parts forming, although we kind of have to do it anyway. So first of all, this would tab in here, and to split it in half. Actually, it does have a little gimmick I forgot to show you. I want to show you the gimmick. It has a few. It does have one gimmick in this mode, which I think is appropriate. You squeeze these, and it does a chomp. I think that's pretty. That's appropriate for UNICRON. Mine would work better if I had the other struts, because it actually connects that piece in. So I'm going to remove the other planetary ring, because, you know, from then on out, you know, once this is gone, because that's where this strut would connect, once that's gone, you've pretty much just settled with fully transformed thing. So this is basically, if you had only his pieces attached, this is what I have. So this piece actually hinges out, as you can see, because there's the actual strut piece itself. And this you actually have to remove for transformation. I mean, you don't have, I mean, I suppose you could do it without, but the instructions say to remove it. And then these pieces come up like that, and then you fold these, because they're on they're on a hinge system, as you can see. So they come down and they kind of, and all these can hold minicons, by the way. As you can see, they've got all the minicon ports. So you can fold this like that, and then get this little, God, it's very clumsy reviewing this figure. Get this and just turn it out the way for now. Here's the part which I hate. This back section is his legs, and I shit you not, this thing is it's an absolute fucker to get undone. It's worth pegging it in, believe me. However, you're probably wondering, why are the pegs not broken? Well, first of all, down. these are the pegs right here. As you can see, they're pinned, which I think was a very, very clever move by Hasbro. It's a very clever move because now it means they're never going to break, and they've stood the test of time. These are the feet, so take these, and you can either rotate these all the way like that, or I prefer to do it like that where the missiles are facing forward. They are also activated by minicons as well. And get this out the way. Take this, and it is on a ratchet on this big section. Fold these out, as you can see. I'm going to split them here for a minute, and get it like that and turn it. Now, the reason you want to have him clawed is because when you stand him, he's not got the best of stance. So you put him like that. So you basically, if I can show you right here, you put him like that, and then you kind of push them down, and they'll kind of get into the position that you want, enabling him to stand. And he has got some good articulation, by the way. The next thing to do is to take these pieces and this spike section on pegs, straighten it out, and the chest panel wants to come undone, and then literally take the whole assembly up, click it into place. Now here's a lot of few minor steps. Obviously fold that up as well if you haven't already. This obviously just dangles here. You can reattach the wing, but we're not going to do that just yet. So the arms, rotate them all the way around, and as you can see, that's where I'm missing the count panel. Fold out the fist, turn it. Now you could do it like this if you wanted to. I don't like the way that looks. Also, you have this stupid gorilla arm. Spikes, if they were on the spikes on this side, it'd be pretty cool. So they get that. Remove it. Keep in mind this guy does have a few electronic features, however, they don't work. One's defective, one just hasn't got batteries. So repeat the same with the other side. As you can see, these are where the tabs go in case you didn't see that on the other side. You can sort of see the pegs. You can sort of see them right there. It's really bad reviewing from this angle. I don't like reviewing from this angle at all, but I have to because this figure's so bloody huge. So, get his hand out. This is one of the reasons why he has good articulation, because he actually has individual finger movement, much like Masterpiece style figures. Now, take these, flip them up, angle them slightly. Because as you can see, they're on this little bit here, you want to angle them up and then like that. And then the final thing to do to finish off the transformation is his head. His head. So flip it up and it will snap into place. Flip these horns up. Then we're going to stand in here for a minute, and I'm just going to attach the wing on. Now, this one goes, in a nutshell, this one was the front of the planet that goes over here, because literally, and then you want it for this side. So you want this one for this side. I don't know why he has these ridiculous wings. The G1 never had it. We're going to make a G1 UNICRON, believe it or not. Now attach it, but this time attach it on the inside, so it looks like that. It's not going to hold its position, mind you, but just keep it like that. And if I had the other one, it would look a lot better. But this is what I have for UNICRON. And I must say, this is a fantastic, fantastic robot mode. I do like the detailing on it, especially on these planet parts with this green crackled Energon and the blackness. It's like almost like a Nemesis Prime type thing. Articulation now. This guy has got a lot of articulation. His head is on a swivel. And if you disconnect this, you can get it looking up, although it just looks really out of place. His arms will rotate. They're on somewhat soft ratchets, but they're decently strong. And then they go out to side that far. Keep in mind the horns. These parts of the horns, because these rotate, these horns and these panels here are made of a more flexible plastic, mostly PVC or polyvinyl chloride, which is its name. You get a upper arm, sort of mid, halfway bicep cut, a 90-degree bend at the elbow. Now here's the doozy part. The hands rotate, but you also get individual fingers. So you could literally have UNICRON doing a variety of things, including telling you to, yeah. Or if he was at a metal concert, because he does look like that kind of transformer that likes metal, you could have him doing the devil horns. So that's pretty cool. Also, his thumb can hinge. So that's pretty cool. Now, I'll discuss the gimmicks in a minute. Now, the waist has a single swivel. Legs, if I just get all this crap out of the way. These skirts here move out. He would actually have side skirts here, but again, they're lost too. So the legs can go that far forward, this far back, and in a little reference to Jobby the Hung, beautiful spread. Yes, the guy can do the full friggin' splits. Let's get all these parts out of the way. He does have. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you this side because this side's a bit less cluttered. He does have a 90-degree bend at knee, and it swivels here. Swivel here? You do get an ankle joint, which is really bad to use because you've also got this joint here, which kind of befuddles everything and that. So you know. But you do get a little bit of ankle tilt. But however, since when is that a natural stance? Like maybe have them halfway. Oh, I actually managed to get it halfway. Hey, no, it won't stay. Yeah, he won't stand for save his life. But if I just show you his head here, because he's kind of doing weird poses at the moment. He's a bit leaned far back. Let me straighten his bloody knees. As you can see, his head is pretty well detailed. It has the goatee, the horns. Do keep in mind these things are on springs, however you kind of snap them down like that and they will stay. For some reason this one spring doesn't work. Age, unfortunately. This is an old figure. I've had this for a long time. Now, Minicon features, you had a fair few. You have this Minicon port on the back. Be prepared for ear rape. So you plug the Minicon in and it's old, so it doesn't work quite as well. But yeah, the most horrifying sound ever. Oh, by the way, these things can also come off. What is it with this guy and having so many detachable parts? I like the fact that, you know, that they split open, kind of like Alien-esque with a chest burster. But why do they need to come off? I mean, that's just stupid. Come on, fam. Really? Now, you would press the button here and his eyes would strobe very slowly. Strobe is where the light go warm, warm, warm. You know, light up so they'll blink. Very slow blinking light. You can, you know, there's a Minicon port right there. This does rotate around. So you can probably see it right there. Now, some Minicons you have to have it in some positions and others, so you have to either have it in the inward or outward position. For clench, you actually have to have it in the inner position, and he will peg on just like that. It is what it is. Now, you could store a Minicon in his stomach, make it like he's eating it. However, I don't have the containment, the actual panel, so it just falls straight off. Now, you could peg a Minicon on the side and then shove it forward like that, and it would fire the missiles. Both legs would do that. However, you know, don't have it, unfortunately. Don't have the missiles. Now, you could open these like that. Both of them, by the way. Both the legs have these symmetrical gimmicks. You could shove a Minicon in there and close it up. And you could just open it out to remove them. So you get 3 spaces to store Minicons in his roam mode. You could technically store some in here. You could store both Clench and Leader 1 in there. And Clench is now fucking stuck. Clench and Leader 1 are basically the same figure. Because some Power Links Fin hit Megatron and turned him into Galvatron. I'm not sure how it works. I've not seen the cartoon for a while. Oh, what else is that? There was one more. Oh yeah, that's it. There was one more gimmick. Now, his hand, as you can see, if you look carefully, it actually pushes in. This would do a light effect, and I don't really know what it looks like because mine never worked. And I mean never. Straight out of the box just wouldn't work. But Jesus, this thing is fucking huge. This guy is a big, big figure. If I was to compare him to some other Transformers, most of you will have this one. If you don't, and you're a Transformer collector, and you like the movie figures, what are you doing? Here he is with the Last Night Voyager class Megatron. He does have a sword in his back. Yeah, you can sort of see the scaling here. UNICRON is absolutely huge, as he needs to be. Scaling him with a NECA figure, if I could just grab one here, my Freddy Krueger. My 2010 Freddy Krueger, which is roughly the same, which is a bit smaller than Megatron. Megatron, as you can see, is a lot bigger. A lot bigger. This is one of those big Titan class figures. Comparing him with a Bionicle toy, because I've just recently got out those, you know, they're even bloody, I mean, these guys are even bigger, but it still doesn't, UNICRON still doesn't come in the frame. If I had a tape measure, I hadn't measured a guy, but as a standpoint, he really is a good piece. It's just an awful shame I don't have other components. Also, I forgot to mention these spikes on his arms are also flexible. They're also made of PVC, which is great because then, you know, you're not going to have anything snap off or inadvertently stab someone. Comparing him with a 12-inch wood mannequin, that's it standing on my PC desk. So he's about 14-15 inches, I'd say, which is decent. I'm going to transform him back now. I'm going to talk a bit more about him, just kind of give the final rating on transform him. UNICRON is good. I wasn't the world's biggest fan of him when I was younger. I don't know why. I don't know why, really. He's a great figure. He is a great piece. Obviously, there are some flaws. Too many detachable parts for my liking. I mean, way too many. There's so many, it's actually cancerous. It's like he's got parts leprosy or something. You know. But the thing is, at the end of the day, if you can manage to find one at a decent price, go for it, because I think you're going to really enjoy him. Any version of the mould will do, unless you're after a specific one, which, again, anyone will do, because there's the biggest difference in all three of them is paint. Obviously, especially the Armada and this one, but the 2010 version obviously has a new head. And the Minicon's name is Kranix, as a reference to Kranix in the Transformers movie, whose planet was literally destroyed by UNICRON. He was the one in the Quintesson prison. Oh, fucking hate this part. Pegging these bastard legs in. Oh, that actually went pretty alright this time. They're really tight, see? The first time I transformed was just before the review. It was a pain in the arse to transform it. Because I hadn't done it in so many years. He was just sat down there in his robot mode. Just nothing. I thought, you know what, I might have a mess around with UNICRON. Now, there is actually one thing I do want to show you about the transformation that you do need to note of. Unless you already have the figure and you know. There are two pegs right here, as you can see. They peg into holes on the feet. Roughly around just where my finger is where they peg into, so you have to untap the feet in order to do that. It's, when I was younger, I absolutely hated this part, and I thought I was going to hate it again, but no, UNICRON has actually decided to cooperate with me now, probably because I'm a lot older, or is it that because I'm older and wiser, you know, and I'm a bit more dexterous, so I know how to transform these things. And now all you just got to do is get everything lined up, and then take the planet shells, peg them on, and yeah, so for those who didn't see the gimmick, you push the horns and it pushes these tabs in, which they're just little levers, and it's not, it's great for imagination. Obviously in the video game, you know, it had more of a purpose, but, you know. And now it's just a situating and getting everything lined up. This planet shell actually would peg, because it's got two little pegs on the back. If I just show you, right? You know, I think I showed this earlier, but those two pegs go into these two holes right here. The problem is, and I'm sorry if you can't see it, the figure is black as all hell. It's so black it's burnt. Like, that's how jet black it is in its paint. It looks burnt. And, you know, also, by the way, that has a little notch right there, and that just literally just sits in there. If I just kind of, I'll show you what he's like when he's propped up, because you can't. I don't need to buy the third-party stand for this guy. I'm quite happy just propping him up like that. And no, that's, as you can see, is just using the crotch. Why no one thought of this, I don't know. And I had this guy when I was like, I don't know, I had him when it came out. So I was quite young when I had this guy. And this is a... It's quite funny, I think, that a lot of people no one could really figure out how to stand Unicron in his planet mode until suddenly, and I'm like an 8-year-old and somehow to do it. Clients will just transform him and give you a size and scale. These minicons are about roughly 2 to 3 inches tall. So Unicron in planet mode is a big piece. There's little Clench. Would help if I did use something that was a lot brighter of the colour. Let me get this guy. I don't know his name. He is from the I don't know what it's called. The Cannon. The Cannon one, because there were 3 sets in Armada, well 4 if you count the Dark Saber. But there was the Star Saber, the Skybeam Shield, and then the weird cannon thing, the satellite cannon or eclipse cannon. I don't know. But here's a little robot dude. And here he is, and as you can see, yeah, Unicron's pretty big. So Unicron is a fantastic piece. I do recommend owning one. I think every Transformers fan should own a Unicron. I really do. Unicron's a great piece. Any version, like I said, any version will do. He is a great figure to behold. I mean, literally, look at this frigging thing. Also, you can throw that flush against his back. This is the only little bit of kibble, really. But look at this fucking thing. Oh, by the way, another detachable part. Ugh. Basically, anything that's missing is detachable. Yeah. I kind of have to grab him there, because he's really freaking big. You can't hold him very well. He's a great piece to behold. Sorry, I'm just trying to... He's a great... I mean, look at this guy. He's like the size of my head. He's a great... I mean, I love the look of this mode. I love both his modes, but this planet mode I love. Like, I really, really like it. I don't know. There's something about it that looks really nice. If you agree with me, type in the comments and tell me why you think this mode is so good. But I really like it. And, by the way, in the Armada video game, you had to fly into his mouth and shoot his core. Like, 3 times to open the next door, 3 times again to open the next door, and then shoot his core once more, and then bang, he's dead. Triggers a cutscene and dying. As you can see, so, you know. And he does have some moulded in detail, like little circles, which I think is pretty cool. So, yeah. If you can find a Unicron, anyone, unless you're specific, but if you can find any Unicron figure in good condition, like this one, any variant, just buy one if it's at a good price and has a load of the parts. Some people are selling the parts separately, so, you know, you may... There are still a few ones out there that are in box still. I don't know if they're mint in box. Some may be mint, and some of them may just be taken out of the box to display and then put back in the box. But this guy was not mint, obviously. He's well played with. He's well loved. I still like him to this day. Actually, he's a great one. He's just a great little planet toy that just. I mean, I remember Theo Adams. You could get, I don't know if you had this version, you might have the other one. You can get one of the Shrine Warriors, the shapes, and you can have the bit with the planet and have it as like moon-based one, like, yes, we're not getting away! You can actually do that with this guy, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you enjoyed the figure, tell me what you think of it in the comments below. Please share the video with a friend, because I need the views. Check out other Transformers reviewers like the Collector 75, Bolt Matrix, Optibotimus. You probably already did check those out anyway, but still check them out anyway, especially the Collector 75, because he actually works really hard on his videos, and you know, he's actually subscribed to me and he checks out my videos, and we both watch each other's videos. But yeah, check him out, because he is actually pretty good, and he's been on YouTube for like nearly 8 to 10 years. Scary, isn't it? Yeah. Still, so check them out. Check out Pure as well. Jobby the Hong as well. Check him out. He's really good. Jobby the Hong is all one word. So, you know. Emgo as well. So check all them out. Get a Unicron if you can. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, one more thing. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.